And we welcome you back to the Northtown Center for our second game of Hockey Night in the Fed here. Our second matinee game of the day between the West Seneca East Trojans and the Williamsville South Phillies here on the NFHS Network. Alex Colsey alongside Coach Rich Crozier. We had a really good game between Clarence and Ken Eason, shaping up to hopefully have another good game here.
Yeah, Alex, it was fantastic. Really a nice battle. Couple senior days today, too, which is exciting. Clarence won on theirs 6-4 over the Kenmore East Bulldogs. It just refused to go away. And another good one here. A couple teams that are really looking to hit their stride, if you will, going into the month of February in the upcoming sectional playoffs. Williamsville South Bullies with a current record of 4-10 against your West Seneca East Trojans, 4-8-1-0. So whoever takes tonight will have their fifth win on the season. And again, looking for some momentum. I always mentioned as a coach, Alex, you want to be playing your best hockey in the month of February. So both these teams will look for some momentum in this afternoon matinee.
And it's been kind of a tale of different weeks for both of these teams. West Seneca East coming off a 10-3 loss to Hamburg last night after tying Hamburg 3-3 on December 19th. And on the flip side for Williamsville South, they played Thursday. They defeated Amherst 3-2 in overtime. Drew Beller scoring the overtime winner in that one for the Billies.
Big overtime win over the Amherst Tigers. So they'll come in with some momentum. Anytime you win in overtime, Alex, that's going to get the excitement and the blood flowing. So we'll look to see if they build on that. Should be a good one this afternoon.
Yes, sir. Intro's just wrapping up. We'll have the national anthem, and then we will get this game started here on the NFHS Network. All right, time to get this game underway here, as Will South will be in the red, white, and blue, almost New York Rangers, as probably more jersey resembling the U.S. World Juniors teams, and West Seneca East, the Boston Bruins inspired jerseys and logo.
Yeah, kind of you think about it, almost Buffalo Bills colors for the Billies.
Yeah. I guess the mascot kind of matches up to that too.
Yeah. Well, my money would be on the Buffalo versus the Goat, but that's just me.
Yeah. I'd say that's a fair assessment. So here we go. Opening face-off. And we are underway with our second of two games here on the NFHS Network, as the Billies will send this one deep. And the Trojans will try to work this one back out. That one off the side of the net. And sent back out to center. This is corralled by Josh Hoffman. He lost the puck. It's sent back in by Andrew Colosimo, who then just got leveled at the blue line. There's a shot there. Save made. Loose puck. And the Billies will try to work it back out to center. Puck still kicking around. It squeaks out, and the Trojans have to regroup here. It's Nate Parsons, the sophomore, in goal for Will South. He makes a nice glove save there. And he'll have a stoppage here 45 seconds in.
Nice little glove save to get this game going. Both goaltenders going to need to be on top of their game, Alex. We just saw a great performance in our first game. Carson Oates and Tyler Vitko. Tough act to follow.
Yeah. Parsons, a 941 save percentage, 222 goals against average coming into today. Trojans trying to work the puck. Down low in the offensive zone. Nice move there. Pass in front, nobody home. And they'll try to work it down below the goal line. Battle for it. Puck is still loose. Two guys kind of jockeying, and the whistle here as a helmet came off. That was the helmet of Gavin Alderson, who was tied up with a Trojan there, and the helmet came flying off.
It's going to be an automatic whistle, Alex, right away for safety reasons. He's going to be sent off the bench. Looks like his chin strap needs to be adjusted. Phillies, of course, coming off a really big win a week ago. Their biggest rival is Williamsville East Flames.
Yeah,
some might have suggested that was an upset.
Yeah, 3-0 win for the Billies in that one, as that one will go for icing.
Love to call it the Battle of Williamsville, but I bet some Williamsville North fans would argue that they're certainly a part of that argument. But a big win for the Billies over Will East a week ago. And then, as you mentioned, they went on to defeat Amherst. Is that correct? 3-2 in overtime?
Yep, a 3-2 overtime win on Thursday.
So a couple wins here a little bit later in the season for Coach Sean Green's squad. See if they can put 3 in a row together.
Working it up the near side, up the far side was Leo Podlak, but it's kept in. Behind the net with this one is Ben Simonowski. And that one off a stick, and soccer kicked on in by Jack Szymanski. Puck left out there. Tried to get it to the middle. Nobody home. Sent back in, delayed offside. WNYAthletics East will send this one down, and that one will go for icing here. So we're just a little over 2 minutes in.
Mentioned earlier in our first game, Trevor Prey took over for his dad. Looking across, Tyler Green. Also, by the way, Trevor was a great Fed player. Tyler Green is on the bench with his dad, Sean Green. So a family affair here in the Federation, Alex.
Try to get that pass forward that's picked off. The Billies will send this one in. And a good job there by Giannotta to keep that one in. He'll work it around the far side. And Billies try to shove this one back in deep into the WNYAthletics East. There's a shot from the slot. Caught the goalie off guard there. That was Andrew Barthol with the shot there. Couldn't get it back behind the net. And the Trojans will flip this one back out to center. Battle here. Tried to throw it in front off a skate. Another try off another stick this time. And that shot knocked down. And Billies will work it out to center. Trying to bounce pass off the boards, but too far ahead of Antonio Skalski. And that will be icing.
You mentioned it, Alex. Brody Dawson, the junior for the Trojans. I don't think he saw that. The quick wrist shot actually hit him in the shoulder. Looked like he may have gotten screened on it. That looked like, at least from my calculations, that was the Billy's first shot on net, and almost surprised Dawson to give them the lead.
Tied up in the circle. There's a shot. That one sails wide. Trojans keep it in. It'll roll around to the near side. And this one back out as a defender for the Trojans lost an edge there. Blue line can be tricky at times there. So here come the Trojans over the line. That shot sails wide. One whack at it, and now the Billies try to work it back out to the neutral zone, but it's sent back in. Oh, nice play from his legs. There's a shot save made. Rebound kicked wide. Back to the point. Howitzer hits the glass. And that one tipped on net. That one just missed. Couple of good looks here for West Seneca East on this sequence. They'll try to keep it going.
Great pressure here by the Trojans, Alex. Really controlling the puck in zone.
Down in the corner. That one skips off the back of the net. West Seneca East throws it back in front. Tried to go D to D there. Set on net, back door wide open. Couldn't corral the puck. Back to the point. Now the near side on the bumper position. Into the slot. A couple of sticks there converge. Billy's trying to throw it off the wall. It's still in. And Will South finally gets that one out. That one's going to go down. Icing waved off, but Will South able to get a much needed change there. Working with speed was DJ Benker. He sends all the way down. Icing waved off here. And the Trojans got it deep. Billy's come up with possession, trying to work it out of their own zone. It's kept in, shot, knocked down. And the Billies will just feather this one out to center. Lost the handle. Trying to hang on to that one was Josh Hoffman. He'll finally get it out to center. Hoffman sends it across. And this one's sent towards the net by Leo Podolak. Will South keeps it in. That one's going to go on the back of the net, but it gets pried free. Goes to the near corner. Battle for it there. Trojans will work it to the other side. It's a nice hit there. And now they'll work it out through center here. This is Braden Kriegbaum. Gets through. He gets tripped. And an early power play opportunity here for West Seneca East.
Yeah, the Trojans have had the better of the play, Alex, for most of this game so far. Please take a penalty.
Josh Hoffman, the senior defender,
whipping call. Interesting to see here what the Trojans have on special teams.
Yeah, they've got a power play goal this year from Andrew Colosimo, the senior. 7 goals on the year. One of them a power play goal, number 19. So it looks like he is up on the right point here for this power play. As West Seneca East loses that draw, and the Billies are able to clear that one, play with a high stick. And they'll just have to take the whistle here, so it should be a defensive zone face-off.
Yeah, this will go all the way down into the Trojan zone. 11:18 to go here in a scoreless first period. But as I mentioned, West Seneca East having the better of the play so far, Alex. I've been impressed with them. Some pretty good passing, but it's their puck possession in zone that's been dominant. Really haven't looked to our right too often in this first period.
Toss out off of the faceoff with Szymanski. And the Trojans will try to work it through center. That one off a couple of sticks. No icing here. 2 players converge there as the Billies try to get it out. Trying to get out of the corner was Hayes. He fell. And now the Trojans will try to set up here on the power play. There's a slap shot. That one goes wide. Trojans kept it in for a moment. And sending it all the way down the ice is Szymanski, and he'll go off for a change. Trojans behind the net. They'll work it back out here. 1:10 to go on the opening power play. No score in this one. Wrapping around behind the net. Let's call it Simo. Finds a man behind the net. Waiting. Trying to find a man open here. There's a pass. One player goes down in front of the net. And left off here. 45 seconds left on the power play. That one bounces in front. And this puck's going to skip all the way back out to the neutral zone. And a regroup here for the Trojans. Opportunity for Colosimo. Wrist shot. And the save made by Nate Parsons.
Nice regroup there, Alex, by the Trojan. Quick pass up. Kind of caught the Billies, who were getting a quick change. Keeping an eye on Sean Green's bench. They've rotated nicely through their penalty killers.
Phillies win the draw. They'll try to rattle it off the far side, but it's kept in. Battle for it down in the corner. And the Trojans come up with a pass back to the top of the slot. Patiently waiting there down into the corner. That was Josh Urban. They'll try to work the pass back to the opposite point. It works all the way back down. Szymanski trying to chase it down. He won't be able to get this one as the penalty expires. Urban tries to get the pass up. This one's sent down, and that's going to be icing against the Trojans there.
This might be a penalty, maybe.
Yeah, looks like it might have been. I thought it looked like interference coming out of the box.
So the puck needs to be on the player's stick. From my perspective, and the Trojans bench is arguing what we're talking about, Alex, and that is, did the contact happen before the puck was there? And in my opinion, it did. For those of us not as familiar with the game watching at home, it's almost like a pass interference in football. The ball has to be there before the contact can happen.
Oh, they score! A shot from the point by Ben Szymanski. It's 1-0 Will South.
Well,
it might have been tipped in front. It was Louis Diegelman leads the line. He must have gotten a tip on it. Let's look at the replay here.
Just like that, a quick shot. It's like either way, on either the second or third shot of the period only, a Billy's team that have been back on their heels and playing defense for most of this first period get the 1-0 lead on a beautiful tip in front.
So, unlike our first game, the home team strikes first in this one. As this one chopped into the zone by Braden Kriegbaum. So there's a battle in the corner. Two guys tangled there. Now we got a whole crowd down there on the M wall. Trying to clear that one is Will South. It's sent back into the zone. Chasing after this one, Ty Johannes. And it'll come back to the point for Garrett Jenkinson. He loses the puck, though. Opportunity here for Will South. There's a shot. It's blocked. And trying to steer it back towards the front of the net was Jack Szymanski. But the Trojans are able to clear this one back down into the Will South zone. The pass here, working up to neutral ice. Andrew Barthold. Shot. Oh, save made. And covered up there.
Barthold with great speed through the middle there. Kind of split the D. He then looks like he just lost a handle on it. I don't think he got all on his shot, but surprising speed from 13 on the Billies. Almost makes this game 2-0.
Good keep in only for a moment, though, for the Billies. And now here's an opportunity perhaps for Trevor Felker. Loses an edge, throws it in front. And the Billies throw it to the near side. West Seneca East now trying to start something here offensively. They've had a lot of zone time in this game, but nothing to show for it yet. There's a shot, gets caught up in the skates of Daniel Giordana. And that one is tipped by Andrew Barthold. Icing waved off here, as that puck's going to die just about short of the red line there. Trojans regroup in their own zone. Oh, but they can't get out with it. Still in. And a whistle here as their helmets stuck together?
Their helmets are stuck together. Something you don't see every day. Refs know to call that whistle right away. That is also a dangerous situation.
Yeah. I think that happened in the college game a couple of weeks ago. I remember seeing that happening at the NCAA level. It's one of those freak things that happens, kind of like a puck getting stuck in the goalie's pants or some other freak situation like that. Sometimes you just get those weird things happening. Off the draw, the Trojans have possession of their own zone, trying to work in the space to get it out. This is DJ Banker with it. He'll send a stretch pass up. 3-on-2 here for the Trojans. They can make it work. Oh, nice move there. Running out of space to get a shot was Connor Krumpick. And now the Billies will counter the other way. Odd man rush here. Sends this one in off of the keeper there. Goes high, but it stays in. Trojans try to work. Oh, collision there.
That's going to be
and
a trip.
Yep.
Looked like a leg came out.
Yeah.
So the Billies are going to go on the power play. Their first of the game.
It'll be Brock Machinsky, the sophomore. He's not exactly thrilled about that
call. Leg out. Ended up tripping. I'm going to call Matthew over here. I'm curious about the shots. We'll see what they are, Alex, in a second.
Billy's controlling the puck off of the faceoff here, trying to get this power play set up. There's a shot, that one tipped wide. Billy's working on this one, back to the point. This is Alderson, his shot goes wide. Loose puck there, in the slot. Trying to get a shot off, couldn't get it off. But Billy's have it again. Trying to work it down low. And the Trojans come up with it. And this one's sent all the way back down for a clear.
Alex, you had mentioned that really the puck had been in the Billies zone. Unofficially, we got Matthew, the intern, here today. He's got the Billies with only 4 shots, one of them going in the net. So they're going to definitely want to get more pucks to the net as this game continues.
This is Waltz with it in the zone. Finds a teammate, but once again, the Billies turn it over, and the Trojans are able to lift this one back down to the Billies zone. In there on the forecheck is Ty Johannes on this penalty kill, but now Billies have numbers the other way. They'll get a change behind the play, and offside there. Santonio Scalisi got a little too excited on that opportunity there. 45 seconds remaining on the man advantage here for Will South.
Yeah, they've been unable really to get it set up. From Coach Sean Green, I really preach a little bit more patience. Carry that puck in and then get your offensive going.
Working that one is Josh Urban. He'll chip it down low. Get back in position to kill off the last 30 seconds of this penalty. 5 minutes to go in the first period. A 1-0 lead for the Williamsville South Billies. So they're looking to get a shot off on this power play. They haven't had one yet. But instead, they'll turn the puck over. WNYAthletics East almost turned it over again. And Billies come up with it. One last rush here. 10 seconds left on the man advantage. That shot goes to the corner. Oh, swing and a miss. Kept in. Will South here. Penalty is up. Still in the zone. There's a long shot. And gloving that one up is Dawson. Dawson, the junior goalie for WNYAthletics East, 840 save percentage coming into this game, a 4.13 goals against average.
Hasn't been tested too much. Again, the one goal was a tip in front. I don't think he ever saw it, to be honest, Alex. And
shot off the draw, sails wide. Billy's able to keep it in. And this one will sail high. Still in the zone, though. And now here comes an odd man rush here for the Trojans. Pass in front, broken up. Loose puck there. Now a shot, save made. That one sails high. And the Billies will work this one out to center. 2-on-2 the other way. Gets a shot off there. Tough angle shot. And the save by Dawson there as Jack Szymanski had a little tough angle shot there. Tried to do the self-pass off the end boards there.
Yeah, I don't know if he did it on purpose or if it just kind of eluded his stick, but I like that Szymanski just kind of fired it on the net. Wanted to make sure that Dawson was being honest. Hugging that post, which he was. That would be the 5th shot on net for the Billies today.
They'll keep it in the zone here after getting the offensive zone face-off. This one battled for in the near corner. That one gloved down. That one on the back of that. A couple of guys just whacking at each other in front of the net, and they're both going to go. Player for each side. They were both whacking at each other there in front of the net. It'll be Alex Tuckles and Chad Yeomans going to the box.
Stay 5-on-5, Alex. Those will be coincidental.
Yep.
Both players just got a little bit excited, starting whacking at each other.
2 each for roughing.
Really hard. Mike Fowler will continue with 5-on-5 play. 3:34 now to go in the first. Billy still holding on to the 1-0 lead.
Trojans trying to clear it out. The Billies control it. There's a shot from the point. Loose puck in front. Still loose. Rebound and save made. And the Trojans able to get that one. They'll try to clear it. Still not out. Shot on net. Doesn't make it to the net, though. And the Trojans will clear as a glove on the ice. Oh, nice backdoor pass. Just couldn't quite reach Colosimo there. He'll throw the puck on net. Save made. Trojans have possession again. Work it back to the point. Bumps it off of the half wall there. Tried to find the backdoor pass. It's intercepted and flipped back out to center by Louis Diegelman. Trojans trying to send this one in, trying to get an opportunity. That one poked to the side. Felker met in the boards there as he tried to win that puck out of the corner, and it'll go all the way back down.
You mentioned that the Billies hadn't had a lot of shots, but Dawson with a huge save there. His best of this game.
Billies with it now. 2:15 remains here in the opening period. A 1-0 Williamsville South lead. As now the puck handled by Josh Hoffman. He'll send it around the boards. Trojans come up with the puck. They'll keep it in the zone for now. This one sent in deep, chasing after this one. Braden Kriegbaum. He gets flattened, and that's going to draw a penalty here. And a late power play for the West Seneca East Trojans here. 1:54 to go in the opening period.
I think it's going to be rough. Roughing it is. Just got a little bit aggressive behind the goal line there.
Yep, it will be Drew Beller.
Drew Beller takes a 2-minute penalty really to end this period. There's 1:54 to go. Trojans trying to tie this game up.
Yeah, they've had the majority of shots in this game, and it seems like the majority of the puck possession just haven't gotten one to go yet. But they'll try to control it off of the offensive zone face-off. But the Billies snuffed that one up and sent all the way down the ice by Tyler Waltz, the freshman for the Will South Billies. And he chased it down. He gets flattened into the boards, and that's going to be a call here. Interference is a call here.
Talked earlier about the importance of the puck being on the player's stick. So we'll go to 4-on-4 hockey.
It's DJ Benker, the senior defender and captain of this West Seneca East team. He now finds himself sitting for 2
But his argument doesn't go anywhere. So 4-on-4 hockey here to end the first period.
We'll reminisce of the ending of our first game. A lot of the penalties that negated power plays in that one. The same case here. It's a minute 10 to go here in the first period. The 1-0 Will South lead. But here come the Trojans 3-on-2 if they hurry. Trying to work from the outside. Pass in front. There's an opening there for a moment. There's a shot from the point. That one sails high off the glass. That one bashed into the corner by Austin Mawiski. And here come the Billies the other way. I'm going to go 1 against 3 here. Almost making it all the way through was Joseph Hayes. And this puck squeaks back out towards the point. Billies will just shove this one down. They'll play it. 28 seconds to go in the period. Oh, turned over. Billy's keeping it in. Loose puck. Here comes the slap shot. Pad save.
Great
And this
save.
one cleared all the way down. And the Trojans will take the icing here. 16.3 left in the first period. 22 seconds left in the 4-on-4.
Great pad save there by Dawson. His teammate gets a little bit anxious with the puck. He had room to skate it. Instead, they ice it. I wouldn't love that if I was the coach, because now it's 16.3 seconds. You got an offensive zone faceoff. Give these Billies one more chance here on this 4-on-4 opportunity.
Barthol loses the draw for the Billies. Oh, that one, another weird bounce off the Zamboni. We saw that a lot in the first game. That Zamboni door creating some weird bounces as the Trojans will get it out to center. They'll send it deep, and that will do it for the first period. A 1-0 Williamsville South lead. They'll head to the locker room. 5 seconds of 4-on-4 remaining, and then it'll be 27 seconds of Will South power play. But, Coach, your thoughts on the first period?
Well, just an interesting period, right? Trojans, I'm going to guarantee, are going into that locker room frustrated. They carried the play for most of the period, but unable to get the goal. And Billies took advantage of a long shot that got tipped, and that's why they're winning 1-0. A good hockey game. But again, it's the scoreboard that counts. It's not the shots. It's not the zone possession time. Billy should feel fortunate to be up 1-0.
We'll take a break here. We'll come back here. First intermission here. You are watching Hockey Night in the Fed on the NFHS Network.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
I choose this MOS because I like to work on things, have hands-on.
Track is very important to the Army because it's a very versatile and just modular platform. There's several different variants, and that allows this one vehicle to do several different missions, and it's very important to support just the light infantry and their mission.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve. You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNYAthletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes.
If a picture's worth 1,000 words, and you only get one chance to make a first impression, then your professional image is pretty important to your career success. Hi, I'm BJ Stack, owner of Stack Studios, proudly introducing Headshots by Stacks. Did you know that according to LinkedIn, profiles with professional headshots get 21 times more views and 36 times more direct messages? That's a lot of attention. And with a headshot by Stacks, you can be sure that your image will be the talk of the corporate town. Every headshot by Stacks goes through a 3-step editing process. We whiten teeth, we erase blemishes, we soften shadows, we even change out backgrounds, just to name a few. So your headshot makes a first impression that lasts. And with our headshot packages starting at just $99, it's never been more affordable for you to look your best. So, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, what are people saying about you?
And we welcome you back here to the Northtown Center here in Amherst, New York for our second game of Hockey Night in the Fed here on this Saturday afternoon from the Northtowns of Buffalo. Alex Colsey alongside Coach Rich Crozier here. So first period, a little inconspicuous. Will South out shooting West Seneca East 9-7, but it didn't seem like that at the start of the game.
Alex, it's about zone time, too. It's such an important stat. And really, just judging on which way we were looking, right or left from our broadcast booth, we were definitely looking left more, which means the Trojans were in the Billy zone for the better half of that period, but doesn't always go that way. And Trojans probably frustrated in the locker room right now, thinking that they probably had a couple chances to get on this scoreboard, but they haven't.
Yeah, instead of them getting on the scoreboard first, it was Williamsville South who found themselves on the scoreboard first.
You know what, Alex? It was just a simple face-off play. They won it back. And quick shot by the Billies. The big guy takes the shot, and it's Diggleman. I think you had mentioned the sophomore that tips it in front to give the Billies that 1-0 lead. Kind of caught the Greenville South team, or excuse me, the Trojans off guard. They were carrying the play for much of the period up until that goal, but sure enough, you shoot pucks to the net, good things happen. We saw a goal similar in our first game. It was Jackson Crawford that got that against Carson Oates.
Yeah, the one that he shot from the blue line. Again, the face-off play. Little shot from the point that just trickled in.
These are the little things that you talk about in the locker room, you work on in practice. Face-off play is so critically important. Won cleanly by the Billies, and they take advantage, and that's why they're winning 1-0.
So, with how the play went in the first period here, if you're Will South, what are you talking about in the locker room here?
Yeah, you want to limit the zone time. If I'm Coach Sean Green, I'm just talking about getting pucks maybe a little bit deeper on the Trojans, trying to establish a little bit of forecheck. They have some speed. They just not enough zone time. So, what they can do is maybe try to flip the rink and get the puck in the Trojan zone for more of this upcoming period.
And then if you're West Seneca East, how are you keeping your team focused, saying, hey, don't get too frustrated. Don't let how that first period went have an effect on how the rest of the game goes for them?
Well, to me, zone time is just one of the the boxes that you want to check, on the offensive side of the puck. So the good news for the Trojans is that they're getting the zone time. The bad news is that they're not getting enough shots on net. You and I were both surprised that they were outshot for the amount of zone time they had, and they're not getting enough traffic in front. So if I'm the Trojans, I'm saying, hey, we want to get more shots and we want to get guys going hard to the net. Get into that dirty area, if you will. Get into the crease. Look for those rebounds, and that's how offensively they'll get themselves on the board.
All right, well, we got a few minutes here until the start of the second period. We'll take another quick break here. When we come back, we got the second period between West Seneca East and Williamsville South right here on the NFHS Network.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve. You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
At WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNYAthletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
And welcome back to the Northtown Center here from Amherst. About to start the second period. 5 seconds of 4-on-4, and then we'll have 27 abbreviated seconds of a Williamsville South power play to start the second period here. So the Billies win the face-off, and they'll try to quickly get this one down into the offensive zone. Man out of the box, and a very short power play opportunity here for Will South here. We'll see if they can work it up quickly. Through the zone here, this is Joseph Hayes. Tried to work it back to the point. And the Trojans will just bang this one all the way back down to the Billy's end. And that will do it for this very short-lived power play here. And we are back to even strength. Weaving through center, Drew Beller gets smushed into the boards. Comes out of the corner with the puck, throws it in front, was loose for a second.
Ooh.
And smudged up there by Dawson there. So that was a little bit of a dangerous opportunity. He had a couple guys swipe at the puck there.
Pushing and shoving there after the whistle. But Dawson covers it up. Cooler heads prevailed, Alex.
Yep. Face-off won by the Trojans. They'll try to get possession of it. Oh, tried the wrap around. And whistle here, maybe the net came off. Goalie lost his stick in the process there, too.
Might have been a man in the crease. Looks like, yes. So this face-off will come outside the zone as the Billies get too aggressive and get caught in the paint. But I like that. I had mentioned that I think if I'm a Trojan fan, that's what I would encourage those players to do. But the Billies coming out to start this period, Alex, aggressive.
Trojans get the puck off the draw, working through center here. It's Connor Kromkick, but he lost the puck. Couple of guys swung at it. This one sent to the corner. And getting out of the corner was Josh Urban with the puck. And now coming through center, pseudo breakaway here for the Billies. There's a backhanded shot. That one caught the glass. Bashed down into the corner by Louis Diegelman, who's got the lone goal in this game off a deflection early in the first period. Here come the Trojans the other way. This one's sent into the zone by Brooke Machinsky, who got stood up as he tried to skate in there. Now battle along the Zamboni doors for it. Puck pops loose. And now the Billies trying to work this one in the center. They will. 2-on-2 developing the other way. Stops on the dime, trying to stick handle through the defender there was Antonio Scalisi. Oh, pass off a stick. Swiping at it. And a weird bounce there off the stanchion. And the Trojans will clear this one. That was going to get deflected, but it won't matter. Icing here. So a couple of weird bounces there in front of the net, but no issue for Brody Dawson there.
Trojan bench is unhappy about something. Seems to be a conversation going on. Looks like there was an interference situation in front that they're frustrated about. So it looks like there's a warning to the assistant coach.
Face-off won by the Trojans. They'll corral with this puck. It's Garrett Jenkinson. He'll send it up the boards. As the Billies trying to corral in their own zone. Loose puck here. Trying to sneak in. Trying to sneak at 5-hole there was Tyler Battle. As there's another shot. Oh, it hit the post. Scramble on the side of the net. And I got covered up or stuck on the net there. And play stops.
That's by Parsons. He got a piece of it. And it then trickled, as you said, Alex, and hit the post behind him. Otherwise, this game would be tied up. Interesting.
Offensive zone face-off here. Won by the Trojans. So the attempted shot got blocked. Billy's trying to break out the other way. 3-on-2. And that one's offside.
It's going to draw some attention.
Oh!
I'm going to tell you what that was about, Alex. It was a shot after the whistle. I can't imagine they're not going to call something there.
Yeah. Looks like they might. Appears Jack Szymanski is going to be going to the box here for the Billies.
This looks like it'll be a coincidental.
Yeah,
probably just 5-on-5. But
yep, Tyler Battles
shot came after the whistle, and then you and I have watched enough hockey to know that's a cardinal sin in our game. And
cross-check and a rough, respectively. So we'll stay at 5 aside here. 14:20 to go in the second period. A 1-0 Williamsville South lead. They'll win the faceoff. They'll try to work this puck into the offensive zone. And the weave through traffic there was Beller. Back to the point. There's a shot. That one off a stick and finds the netting. And their stoppage here is a good shot there from Simonowski, who got an assist earlier on the shot that got deflected in.
He's a big kid, huh? 20. I'd be winning the drawback to him as much as possible. We did get the assist earlier. I think they have it wrong on the score sheet, but it was definitely his shot that got tipped to give the Billies a 1-0 lead.
Billies tried to clear that one. It got knocked down. Thrown back to the point. There's a shot. That one trickles wide. And then get all of that one. That one in front. Their tip. Just missed it. Trojans come up with it. Circling back. There's a shot. Doesn't find the net. Good keeping by the Trojans, trying to keep it in. And the Billies will send it back out to center. The Trojans will dump it back in. That one will leave the zone. Nice skip off of the glass there by Leo Podolak. He's going to try to run this one down the corner. Trojans switch sides. There's a pass in front. Podolak tried to get the shot off, but he got stood up there, and now here come the Trojans back the other way. Stopping and turning there is Austin Mileski. Pass there, miss. Oh, that one trickled into the blue paint. There's a man there for the Trojans, but wasn't able to find the puck. Thrown back in front, loose puck, and smartly gloved up there by Nate Parsons. And now, some more extracurriculars after the whistle here.
Refs are going to want to get control of this.
And they're sending, at least one guy's going to the box here.
It's like just the Trojans are going to get a call.
They're
not going to like that at all.
Andrew Colosimo, the one head to the box here.
So the Billies go on the power play. It's unfortunate, Alex. We've seen a couple of these after the whistle. Unnecessary. Kind of taken away from a pretty decent hockey game. So
Will South with their second opportunity on the power play. They did not get much going on their first one here. Looking for a little bit better of an advantage this time. So they win the offensive zone face-off. At the top of the zone is Alderson. His shot on net ricochets wide. That one off the glass and sent all the way back down to where Parsons will handle this one.
put the big Szymanski off the defensive line. They put him at forward in front. He's so big. He draws a lot of attention.
This one sent all the way back down. Billy's looks to regroup. Parsons will send this one around. Jack Szymanski has a power play goal to his name on the season. Tyler Waltz, a freshman with 2 on the season. However, Szymanski is still serving his 2-minute minor, so he is still in the penalty box for this power play. There's a hit there. Oh, that knocked the wind out of him. Oh, nice low pass. Sticking the stick out there was Dawson. Another hit and another penalty coming up here.
This is going to go to Szymanski.
Yeah. Oh, are they sending 2?
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
I did not see that either. See what we got. Head contact. Head contact on the run.
Clear for a contact home. Alex, this is a little confusing. Number 20, who took the penalty, his last name is Szymanski. And then there's 24, Jack Szymanski. So one vowel separates the two of them. But it's Szymanski, the big number 20, who plays both forward and D. He comes a little bit too high with his check. Part of it's because he's just such a big kid. But he gets the head contact penalty, probably a retaliation. Billies remain on the power play.
And they'll try to control it off of the face-off. Pulling this one at the point was Podolak. He'll send it deep. Puck comes back to him. Not quite. Trojans get possession, send it all the way down. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Working out of the zone, here is Hayes. Pass across as the Billies try a breakout here. But the Trojans will send this one back down. 20 seconds left on the power play. Oh, whiffing on the outlet pass there was Joseph Hayes. And now Szymanski with it. He'll try to work with speed through center. Icing waved off here. Szymanski wins the race down into the end wall to get the puck, but it won't matter. The power play expires. Oh, tried to hit the stretch pass there. And it'll be smartly gloved up there. As that was almost well timed for Andrew Colosimo to get a 1-0 breakaway out of the penalty box there.
Yeah, Colosimo gets out of the box, and it just goes off his stick. The clearing attempt, I don't know if it was a pass, Alex, or not. Either way, it almost led to a breakaway. Phillies were fortunate.
Off the draw. The Trojans had possession for a moment. They'll try to work it back. And they'll have it here in front. They score! It's Andrew Colosimo right after he missed out on the goal on the breakaway. He ties it up.
He parks himself just off the crease, Alex. But this game is tied. I mentioned it. You asked me, Alex, what do the Trojans need to do? They need to get to the paint. And sure enough, they do.
So the face-off is won by the Trojans. It did look like to me off of that, too, when that puck was in the corner, another weird bounce off of that Zamboni door. We saw that a few times there. Might have been the case in that one, too.
Maybe we can check the replay again.
Yeah.
I did not see that. I was just impressed with the Trojans getting the puck to the area that I said was critical for them to get back in this game.
And again, sends one in front, back to the point, deflected on net, still a loose puck. And it goes back to the point. There's a howitzer there that finds the glass. Trojans doing a nice job keeping this puck in, trying to get some ozone time. There's a wrist shot, save made.
Yeah, they've come alive here after this goal. This is a great shift for the Trojans. Williamsville South a little bit back on their heels, Alex.
And they're going to try to work it in the offensive zone as they're in the midst of a change. And trying to dangle through there was Luke Zafram. This one's sent back in. Billy's trying to flip sides of the ice here, trying to find the breakout here as we're approaching 9 minutes to go here in the second period. And almost had a 2-on-1 there, but the pass was off target there. Now skated on in by Drew Beller. He'll go to the corner, try to hop around the defender, pins him to the boards, but the Trojans come up with this one. They'll flip it through center, 2-on-2 the other way. Waiting for it. There's a wrist shot save made. And the Billies will send this one down, and that's going to be icing.
So we're going to take a peek here at this replay. Alex said there was maybe a possible weird bounce. Definitely in the corner there.
That might be one we have to slow down there at intermission and take a look again.
We mentioned that it was an issue in the first game, and just looking at it from my vantage point in our broadcast booth, there seems to be a pretty big gap.
Sent towards the corner here as the Trojans once again working with some offensive zone possession here, something they've had a lot of in this game. Only the one goal to show for it so far. As two players get tangled up there on the red line. Little do-si-do down there trying to work that puck loose. As the Billies will bounce that one off the boards and down. Foot race for it. And gloved up by the goalkeeper, Brody Dawson. As I don't know if that would have been icing or not, but he didn't want to take a chance there and covered it up.
Nah, better just to cover it up. It was a foot race for that loose puck. Again, Dawson not really being tested too much in this period. Trojan able to flip the ice.
That penalty kill definitely gave them some momentum in this one. As the Billies now throw it in front, trying to kick it to a stick there was Andrew Barthold. The Billies keep this one in off the end wall, trying to play it around behind the net. Daniel Giandana, there's a shot, save made. And the Trojans will pick up this one. They'll bounce it off of the end boards. Trying to work it out on the far half wall, but it's kept in. Pass to the slot, not down. And possible 2-on-1 here for West Seneca East. Oh, and he lost the puck. Oh, Connor Kromkick slams his stick up against the boards. He had a 2-on-1. The puck bounced on him. And bullet dodge there for Williamsville South. But here comes Trojan trying to get that puck back up in the zone. Big hit there in front of us.
That's Szymanowski again. He's just a beast.
And there's a shot. Save made by Dawson there. That's Gianadana with the shot there. 6:53 left in the second period. A 1-1 score in the second game here of our matinee doubleheader here from the Northtown Center here on this Saturday afternoon.
Looks like cooler heads have prevailed. The march to the penalty box is stopped.
Here come the Trojans back out with this one. It's flipped in. Electing to keep the play going was Parsons. And, oh, where's the puck? Oh, I think it got caught in the jersey of Antonio Scalisi there. So a stoppage here.
Looked like that's maybe caught in his glove, or as you mentioned, Alex, maybe his jersey. So go all the way back into the Billy zone. 6:37 to go in a tied 1-1 hockey game. Second period. Coach Green complaining about the face-off being in zone.
Off the face-off, bouncing puck, and the Billies come up with possession. And they'll work it all the way out to the neutral zone, but it's dumped back in. Off the glass. Trying to settle that one down was Scalisi. And here come the Trojans back into the offensive zone. Only for a moment, though. Billy's trying to work that puck up. And it's chipped back down. Trojans will work for a change here. We'll get possession deep in the West Seneca West or Williamsville South zone. There's a shot on net. Save made. Out of the corner, back to the point. There's a shot. That one just misses. It goes wide. Trojans come up with this one out of the corner. There's a wrist shot. Hits a stick. Finds the glass. Back to the point. There's a shot. It's blocked. And here comes a breakaway for Scalisi here. He's got a man for a drop if he can get it to him. Elects for the shot instead. And the save is made there. He had Tyler Wald streaking down the slot there, but couldn't find the passing lane to get it to him.
Don't love it. Don't love it at all. Got to move that puck. It was really a breakaway, then a 2-on-1 that if he moves it across to his teammate, he's all alone in front. Instead, he elects to take a shot from a tough angle.
Yeah, low danger opportunity that was just that, low danger. The Billies trying to get some offensive zone possession there. They'll try to force it back in, but the Trojans once again forced to turn it over and send it deep. Keeping it in the zone. That one off the side of the net. Well, here's a shot from the point, but it sails wide. And now the Trojans with it. There's a shot knocked down in front. And, oh, might have been a missed trip there. No call, though. This one's sent back into the zone. That's going to be offside. And we got some more extracurriculars here. There's definitely going to be some players going to the box here. Let's see. You got Hoffman for the Billies, a rough. And it looks like that's it out of that whole brouhaha.
Interesting. Trojans were arguing for a trip. The play continued on, and then this scrum happened really just to the right of our broadcast booth, and a rough comes out of it. So 4:31 now to go in the second. We're tied at 1. Trojans, though, on the power play, looking to take their first lead of the day.
Yeah, second power play opportunity for them. Neither team has gotten anything going on the man advantage. Both goals have come at even strength.
Had a lot of power plays. Really kind of an undisciplined game, if you will. Has made this second period a little choppy, Alex. Sean Green looking for an explanation. He's confused, and so am I, because it looked like there was an original penalty. Not sure who it was against.
Face off won by the Trojans. They look to set up on this power play. And that one off the stick of Josh Urban. And so the Trojans have to regroup from their own zone. Some good pressure there from Jack Szymanski, who does have himself a shorthanded goal on the year. So keep an eye out for that with him out here on the ice. Meanwhile, working in is the Trojans here. This is Urban with it. He goes for a ride behind the net. Try to come back out the other side, and it goes out to center. And delayed offside here. Billies will send this one all the way down so they can get a change and get some fresh penalty killers out there. Coming up with this one is Urban. Leaves it off. There's a slap shot. Oh, kind of whiffed on it, though. Didn't get all of it. Here's the shot from the point. It's tipped. Finds the glass. Tapped in by the Trojans. That one bashed into the corner. Trying to find the pass in front was Connor Krumkick. And that one sent all the way down by the Billies. 45 seconds to go on this West Seneca East power play. 3:15 to go in the second period. All tied up at 1. Streaking into the corner. Tried to throw that puck out in front. Nobody home, but it will find Krumkick on the near wall. He'll handle it. Looks for a pass across ice. Top of the slot. There's a shot off a shin pad there. 20 seconds left on the power play. They'll look for another pass here. Try to go back door. It's snuffed out by the Billies and cleared.
Was open for 1 second there, Alex. You're right. The back door. Billies collapsed quickly on it. Made a nice defensive play.
West Seneca East comes back in here. There's a shot. That one finds the netting and goes out of play. As the penalty expires, 2:28 to go in the second period.
So back to 5-on-5 here. Again, a little bit of an undisciplined, choppy period that sees the Trojans tie it up on what we are thinking might have been an actual unlucky bounce with the Zamboni door. I'm going to take a look at that in between periods. But either way, our game is tied at 1.
Off the faceoff, it was won by the Billies. They tried to get it out. It was knocked down. Now they'll get it out. And they'll have a little bit of a rush here. They don't have the numbers, though. Shot there. Save, rebound. And covering that one up is Brody Dawson. And he'll hold on.
That'd be Dawson's best save of the game. Makes the original save and then needs to almost reach back. Gets the glove out. Billies have been mostly playing defense, but that was their best offensive chance here late in the second period.
They'll win the face-off back to the point. There's a shot, and another save there for Dawson.
They want to make sure you know who your assignments are on these face-offs. We've seen a couple face-off goals today, Alex.
This one, a little less clean of a win, but it'll be the Trojans that come up with this one. They'll try to work it out through center. And 3-on-2 if they hurry, but it won't make anything of it. So now the Trojans behind the Billy's net, trying to reach out of the corner, pass to the slot, and here comes Will South out the other way. They've got numbers. 3-on-2 here. There's a shot. That one off a stick, and that one will end up in the seats.
And a little selfish play by the Billies there. That was a 3-on-2 rush. Luck to shoot it. Love to see maybe a drop pass there. Just create something offensively. Actually just made it easy for the Trojans. The shot, easy to block. They get in the shot lane and the whistle. But a couple times I thought the Billies could be a little bit more unselfish here. I'm sure Coach Green is recognizing that as well.
That one's sent all the way down on net. Little fortuitous this bout. No Vesa Toscola moment there for the goalkeeper. As this one sent back out, Trojans will send this one back in. A little back and forth here, trying to send the puck out and then trying to send the puck back deep. But it looks like the Trojans are going to come up with that. Here's a shot. That one just missed, just wide. Their shot on net might hit the body in front. Trojans keeping it in, back to the point. There's a shot. That one deflected wide. Trying to bash it out there. Here's another shot, knocked down. And the Billies will work this one to center. They'll flip it down into the offensive zone. Chasing after this one is Scalisi. Tries to throw it in front, nobody home. And now the Trojans will see if they can get one last rush here before this period ends. Trying to get that one ahead. Puck was bouncing. No icing here. Two players converge at the end wall here. Puck rolls out to center. 20 seconds left in this second period. This one dumps towards the Billies' end. It'll be pinned up against the boards here. Trying to work that puck loose as the clock will wind down to the end period number 2. And we will head to the second intermission, all tied up at 1.
We had mentioned between the first period intermission that the Trojans needed to get more to the paint. They do that exactly, Alex, and get the game tighter. But kind of a choppy period, some penalties. We're tied at 1 going into the third period.
Yep, so we'll take a quick break here. We'll come back with a little more analysis on the second period. You are watching Hockey Night in the Fed on the NFHS Network.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
I choose this MOS because I like to work on things, have hands-on.
Track is very important to the Army because it's a very versatile and just modular platform. There's several different variants, and that allows this one vehicle to do several different missions, and it's very important to support just the light infantry and their mission.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve. You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
At WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNYAthletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes.
If a picture's worth 1,000 words, and you only get one chance to make a first impression, then your professional image is pretty important to your career success. Hi, I'm BJ Stack, owner of Stack Studios, proudly introducing Headshots by Stacks. Did you know that according to LinkedIn, profiles with professional headshots get 21 times more views and 36 times more direct messages? That's a lot of attention. And with a Headshot by Stacks, you can be sure that your image will be the talk of the corporate town. Every Headshot by Stacks goes through a 3-step editing process. We whiten teeth, we erase blemishes, we soften shadows, we even change out backgrounds, just to name a few. So your headshot makes a first impression that lasts. And with our headshot packages starting at just $99, it's never been more affordable for you to look your best. So, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, what are people saying about you?
And we welcome you back here to the second intermission here from the Northtown Center, the second of 2 games here today. West Seneca East and Will South tied at 1. Rich, what do you think of that second period?
Undisciplined. Honestly, listen, we're talking about teenagers with testosterone and, friends in the crowd that they want to impress, but got to stay out of the penalty box. It just made for a choppy period. I'm sure both coaches are trying to tell their young men, we got to clean it up. And, this game is for the taking, either team. You just got to have one good period and you come out victorious. We mentioned, Alex, what an important time of year this is to really get the momentum going into the month of February. So if I'm both coaches, I'm just trying to motivate my team. Stay out of the box and let's go win a hockey game.
Yep, so Will South got on the board first in the first period. It was Louis Diegelman who deflected the shot home. But then the second, West Seneca East finally was able to answer back and tie this game up.
Yeah, we said we wanted to take a look at this. Looks like had a weird bounce. I'm going to see if we can stop it once we get it started here. So this puck comes around. Stop it right here.
Yeah, right there. You can see it kind of.
There is the awkward bounce. You were all over that, partner. Nice job, Alex. West Seneca East takes advantage of a terrible bounce for the Phillies off that corner. Producer all over it. Nice job. And that's why our game is tied at 1. That corner, by the way, Alex, not to overstate our point, but it was a problem in the first game as well. You said you called this place the Pepsi Center. It's gone.
Yeah.
You're dating yourself, friend.
Yeah.
But the Northtown Center needs to take a look at that because that's unfortunate. And West Seneca East takes advantage, and we're tied at 1 through 2 periods of play.
Yeah, so now at 2 periods here, if you're West Seneca East, now you've kind of got momentum going back in your way. What are you talking about in the locker room to make sure you keep that going forward in the 3rd period?
Well, as I mentioned, they've been the better team 5-on-5. So let's stay out of the box. Let's stop, trying to get involved after the whistles. And let's just really go back to what has really worked for them. And that's been puck possession in zone. And then, as I mentioned, getting pucks into the paint where rebounds produced and they can capitalize. So West Seneca East, I'm sure they're talking about that.
Now on the flip side for Williamsville South, it feels like at points in this game, they've kind of been caved in their defensive zone. So what are you doing here in the 3rd period to stay defensively sound and maybe give yourself an opportunity to win? Because they had a couple of breakaways here that they could have capitalized on, but didn't make the right play and couldn't capitalize.
I think if I'm Coach Sean Green, I'm feeling a little frustrated. I don't think I've gotten my best yet out of my players. I think these Billies have a little bit more left in the tank. It is their senior day, and I'm really kind of cranking up my motivational speech here and saying, fellas, let's do it for these 5 players that we're celebrating today. Have we given our best effort? And if we haven't, we're lucky. We got 17 minutes to get it done, so let's turn it up.
All right, so 1-1 here at the end of 2 periods. We'll get ready for the 3rd period here momentarily on the NFHS Network. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the 3rd period.
I choose this MOS because I like to work on things, have hands-on.
Track is very important to the Army because it's a very versatile and just modular platform. There's several different variants, and that allows this one vehicle to do several different missions, and it's very important to support just the light infantry and their mission.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Third period coming at you here from the Northtown Center feature rink here in Amherst, New York, as West Seneca East and Will South are all tied at 1. So we get ready for the third period here. Alex Colsey, Rich Crozier, the coach, here on the call for you for this one.
Yep, win a period, win a game. One of my favorite sayings as a coach, and really, this one could go either way. We mentioned both similar records, 4 wins each on the season, so someone's going to come away with their 5th win, or will we see an overtime tie, Alex?
Wouldn't mind a little overtime. Overtime's always pretty fun. But we'll see. We still got 17 minutes of hockey before we even consider getting to that point here. As here's the faceoff, is won all the way back into their own zone by West Seneca East as we're underway here in the third period. And the Trojans will come up with it. A little bit of a weird play there as the water was still drying up on the ice there. Here's a shot. That one just missed it. A little bit wide on that one. A really good shot there by Josh Hoffman. He had a good look. Keeping it in is the Billies. There's another shot. That one dribbles wide. Sat behind the net and ringed around the boards. Kept in for the moment by the Billies, but here come the Trojans the other way. Trying to look in front there. There's a shot. Doesn't make it on net. Sailed to the near boards. And now Will South will work it out through center. Send this one in Szymanski. He'll chase after his own dump in. He gets canceled out there. Pass to the slot. Just not quite in the wheelhouse there for Diegelman, who's got the lone Will South goal. There's a nice pass there. Shot from the slot. Deflected. Goes off of the end glass. And whistle here. Well, must be the net got dislodged.
Looks like it. So we'll reset things. Important in zone face-off here. Make sure everybody knows their assignments. Good start, though, to the period for the Billies. As I shared, I thought Coach Green would get motivational speech going. He may have.
Trojans control the puck off the faceoff. They'll try to work it out the far side. This one backhanded through center. Made its way past the defender, but kept in by the Trojans. They'll send it deep. Trying to ream this one around the boards was Lombardo. Comes back to the point. There's a shot. Hit a body in front of the net. Trojans holding this one deep in the Will South zone. Working it back to center. Finds the top of the slot. Tried the stick handle through. There's a shot sent towards the net. And squeezing that one is Parsons.
Yeah, Parsons going to want to hold on to that. Whistles aren't a problem at this point in the game. Gives his team a chance to get a line change. Fresh bodies out there for Coach Green.
There's a draw one by the Trojans. The shot sails into the glass and squeaks back out to center here. And a reset here for the Trojans. And there's a hit there that opened the penalty box door. And that's going to draw a whistle there.
It's dangerous play there. I don't think that door was completely closed. Refs blow the whistle. We'll get a face-off right in center ice.
Bunch of quirky things with the doors going on today. There's a shot. That one's blocked. Got his own second attempt. A shot on attempt. Found someone back door. Unable to corral it, though. Trojans try to work it back from their own zone. Trying to snuff that one out at center. The Billies will send this one deep, and that's going to be icing. 14:27 to go in the third period.
As we mentioned, both of these teams looking for their 5th win of the season.
Yeah, West Seneca East, one of those came against these same Billies back on December 12th. They were down 2-1. They scored 2 goals in the second period to win that game. Looking for a similar result to this one.
You're correct, Alex. They were trailing 1-0.
Billy's working in here. There's a shot. It got deflected on net, and bodies converge in front of the net. Here, cooler heads prevail, though, this time around.
Boston just grabs it. Says, I'll take the whistle.
An offensive zone face-off. This will be to the left of Brody Dawson. So the face-off is won by the Billies, but it'll be the Trojans that ultimately get control with it. They'll try to break out quick. Now it might have hit the official there on the way out. As here come the Trojans back into the offensive zone here with Connor Kromkick. He'll try to get a shot if he gets knocked to the ice. And the Billies will work out with an odd man rush here. Shot sent towards the net there. Trying to cancel out his man, Szymanski. He'll try to work it back door. Had a man back door, just couldn't get enough on the pass. So there's a shot there. Oh, what a save made.
What a
and the net
save.
knocked off there as Drew Beller had a wide open chance from the slot, but an even better save there by Brody Dawson.
Got out at the last minute. Trojans thought they were clearing the zone. And save by Dawson keeps this game tied at 1. One of his bigger saves of the day.
That one sent on net there by Leo Pawlak and goes out of play. $13:15 left in the third period. 1-1. The Billies win the draw. There's a shot. Oh, it hit the post. Oh, that one rang on. It might hit it was the crossbar of the post, one of the two. That one pounded in front. Shot, save, rebound, score! Jack Szymanski, Johnny on the spot. 2-1 will stop with 13:02 to go.
Real tough shift by the Trojans. They give up the near goal that ripped off the crossbar. And then sure enough, the Billies don't give up. Relentless in their attack. And Szymanski picks up his 7th season. The junior with a huge goal to give the Billies a 2-1 lead.
In a game where it seemed like they were being caved in through the first 2 periods, they've really come out strong here in the third. Szymanski comes back in, leaves it off, gets the puck back, tries to work it back door, but the pass doesn't hit his teammate there, and it'll go all the way back down to Parsons. Left that one off for Hoffman. Hoffman off the near boards, but it's turned over. Trojans now looking for a response, tried to send that one in front. That was Brett Zip that was parked in front of the net there. Pass in front, tied up there. And the Billies work it back out to center now. This is Scalisi trying to battle past the defender, wasn't able to. West Seneca East now trying to formulate a response here. So here's a opportunity, maybe, nope, turned over. And trying to hit the stretch pass there, unable to do so. And the Billies trying to regroup. They'll go back to their own end to do this. Circling back around is Lombardo. He gets dropped in the corner there. We play on. Trojans keep it in the offensive zone. Pass. Unable to corral it was Tyler Battle. And this one sent back in by the Trojans from the neutral zone. Trying to stretch pass again. And once again, the Trojans just dumped the puck deep into the zone. Billies trying to possess this one. Tried to work it back out to the point. They're unable to clear, though. And it's kept in. Battle on the boards for it. Billy's trying to work that puck free. Still scrambling for it. Shot attempt didn't get through. Billy's clear, and we've got a penalty coming up here. Looks like another pair of coincidentals.
Well, fisticuffs in front of the net there, and 10:52 to go. Looks like a pair of number twos.
Yep. Looks like they both get cross-checking minors for this one, so it'll be Brayden Kriegbaum, the senior, for West Seneca East, and Samuel Carter, the freshman for Wilsoff. We saw a little bit of that in the last game too. You know, these underclassmen not afraid to go after these seniors.
It was the 8th grader that took on DeRigo in our first game. You know, these underclassmen trying to make a name for themselves and share that they're not going to back down from anyone.
Trojans in their own zone, trying to create a breakout here, but the Billies are able to work this one deep into the Trojan zone as the Trojans try to get another breakout attempt going here. They don't have the numbers, though, as this one snuffed out and sent in by Szymanski. And that one came flying in our direction there. Got to keep your head on the swivel up here.
I think it scared our intern, Matthew.
Sometimes you don't see it until it's too late.
He's hooting and hollering over here about something. Lucky to have the intern. He's taking shots for us and face-offs.
Yeah. Billy's tried to clear. That one tipped in front. Szymanski will check this one out for the Billies, but the Trojans will just bash it right back down. A little bit of patience here, just trying to formulate a breakout here. And in the middle of a change, got to be careful there. It almost could have been too many men. And sent on in by Leo Podelat, being chased by Louis Diegelman, who scored the opening goal for the Billies way back in the first period. And again, another bounce off of the Zamboni door, an opportunity for the Billies. They weren't able to get the shot off, though. Now there's a shot. That one blocked. Billies still with possession. And a whistle here, and another penalty coming up here. A cross-check going against the Trojans here. And so, 9:22 left in the third, and...
Oh, it's against...
Oh, it's against the... Oh!
Bad penalty to take in the offensive zone. I did not see it.
Yeah, so we'll have a power play opportunity here. Yeah.
Trojans, but it's not Alex.
Yeah, Scalisi in the box. He was battling in front. I didn't see anything on the replay that looked like a cross-check, but... In any case, West Seneca East has another chance on the power play. Neither team has really had any success on the power play in this game. And if you're West Seneca East, now is the time to make something happen.
Yeah, the Trojans really need to put something together here. They're trailing in this game by 1. And as I shared, I really thought the Billies had a little bit more to bring, and they did to start this period. So they've got to grab momentum and possibly tie this game up here, take advantage of this advantage.
Well, they'll win the face-off. They'll try to set this up. Oh, big hit there. But it's still kept in by the Trojans, at least for the moment. Oh, they still have possession. Trying to get set up on this man advantage here at a crucial point in the game. And nice stick there.
Great defensive play.
That was Jack Szymanski there with the poke check.
Szymanski's had a nice game for the Billies. Got the goal and she's done a nice job.
Trying to work with speed through center here. The Trojans get it in deep. Picking this one up there was Felker. There's a shot, save made, rebound, puck pops into the corner. And, oh, another big hit. And that's going to be a penalty against the Billies. There's a shot. Save made, and now the whistle blows as Trojans player is down.
Got to keep an eye on this. This could be a 5-minute penalty.
Yeah, they're calling a head contact.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's a 2 or a 5.
That's Simonowski, who got called for head contact earlier in the game.
2.
Looks like he's only getting 2 for this one, but that's the second time he's been called for head contact in this game.
Big kid, right? So anytime he plays the body, it gets a lot of attention.
Yeah, minute 2 left.
Oh.
There you go. You spoke into existence. There you go. The opposite of the announcer's jinx there.
Well, I think maybe coach is listening to us, but yeah, this is the time you're going to want to take your time out. And look at actually.
It was Will South that took it.
I'm a little bit surprised, but Coach Green knows what he's doing. I'm not going to question him. He wants to make sure his players know exactly what their assignments are. But if I'm the Trojans, I'm really looking to get the open shot and men in front. So it starts with really critical face-off. People don't realize how many seconds are ticked off when you lose this face-off and it gets sent down. So if the Trojans are able to win this face-off, they can really have an advantage to set something up, get people in front, and send a puck to the net, get this game tied up. What a chance for them. Coach Green elects to take his time out, realizing that this is going to be such an important kill for his hockey team.
Yeah, minute 2 of 5-on-3. So a crucial kill as Will South looks to protect the lead that they just took a few minutes ago. So it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Trojans. It'll be to the left of the goalkeeper, Nate Parsons, the sophomore, who's had a really good game up to this point. They're going to need him to be really good here in this third period. So the Trojans win the draw. Stick handling with this one below the net. Back out the other side, back to the point. There's a wrist shot, save made. Rebound, goaltender couldn't find it, and the Billies clear.
That hit Parsons, he didn't save it. Trojans going to want to get a little bit more traffic, though, in front.
Wheeling this one in, trying to throw it in front. It was DJ Benker trying to get in front. It goes back out to center. 20 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Nice lateral pass here. Drop back to the point. Man goes down. Tries the toe drag around. Nice diving play to keep the puck in. So the Billies try to get this one. Try to hammer it out. And the Trojans maintain possession. 1 man out of the box. 55 seconds left on the power play. Pass in front. It's gloved up by Parsons. And the first big part of this penalty kill completed for Will South.
Smart play by Parsons to grab it. So now it's a 5-on-4 for 53 seconds. Trojans unable to take advantage of the 5-on-3 power play, but still time to tie this game up here with the man advantage.
They'll win the faceoff. They'll control it at the top of the zone. Couple of passes there along the point, sent back along by Zip. Nice play there to sniff that one out. Now a 2-on-1 developing the other way for the Billies. Tried to get the pass there. Backhand shot, tried to jam it in. And, a penalty against West Seneca East with 6:51 to go. They're calling it interference. And it'll be Connor Krumkick, the junior, going to the box.
Oh, he's not happy. Trojans got caught. 2-on-1. Szymanski took it to the backhand. Dawson makes the original save for the Trojans, but then in the attempt to clean out the front, they get called for a penalty. So Interesting, the parade to the box continues, and the Billies were about to kill off a major penalty where they were down 5-on-3, Alex. They're going to go on the power play in about 16 seconds.
This one sent along. Trojans will get it deep. Simonowski will exit the box momentarily. Shot save made. The puck was loose. Nobody was home, though. Billies will send this one down on net. Puck squeaks back out, though. And now the Trojans come back the other way. Short-handed opportunity. There's a shot blocked. 6:10 to go.
Great block there. Way to sacrifice your body. Little
that
things
one off
late
the
in the game,
glass.
so important.
No icing here. It's kept in the zone by the Billies. And chipped out of the zone there by DJ Benker. Will South skates back the other way. Drew Beller with speed on the near wall, stops and turns. Leaves one little point. Pass across. One-time shot save made. Loose puck and cleared all the way down. 40 seconds remain on the man advantage. 5:30 to go in the third period. Will South took the lead early here in the third period, looking to get some insurance here. So settle it down. Szymanski at the point. Pass it across. Nice pass across there. And tried to work it back to the far wall. Now finds Szymanski again at the point. 15 seconds left on the power play. Past the top of the circle. Man down in front. Oh, they score! Drew Beller with the snipe from the circle. 3-1 Will South with 5:04 to go.
Ripped it, Beller. Gets the puck on the power play. Walks right in off the boards and rips one. Billy's up 3-1 on a beautiful shot by Beller. Dawson had no chance on that. A power play goal. Billy's in full control here with 5 minutes to go.
So after killing off the 5-on-3, they get a power play of their own, and they're able to capitalize. And that is a huge momentum shift here late in this game.
I felt it. I thought the Billies hadn't given their best yet. They needed to have a great period, and they are here. It's not over, but 2 unanswered goals give them this 3-1 lead.
Puck squeaks out of the zone. Might have been offside, but no indication from the officials here. We'll keep it going. So Trojans have this one in the offensive zone, trying to set up a response. Backhanded towards the net. Oh, nice pass. Shot. Save made. Maybe. There's another shot. They score! Off the rebound, it's Tyler Battle, the senior. And just like that, the Trojans get one back.
Tyler Battle continues to battle. 4:25 here. The Trojans still alive. Interesting, they missed the net. The backboard to Battle, who takes the quick shot off Parsons' back and in the net to give us a 3-2 hockey game late in the third period. Don't count the Trojans out just yet.
4:15 to go. Trying to rip that one away was Parker Bromwell, as the Billies will send this one forward.
What a response by the Trojans, down 3-1. Just when you thought they were out of it, they come right down and score on the next shift.
Now an opportunity perhaps for Bromwell. He lost the puck, and the Billies will send this one in on net, so no icing here. Oh, that one off. That one went off the skate of Szymanski there and went flying behind the net. Looked pretty dangerous there. Sent back on net, 3:30 to go. So Trojans looking now for the equalizer. This one squeaks out on the far side. Billy's trying to break out here. Delayed on, oh, yeah. Delayed offside. They'll have to check back up, and here come the Trojans the other way. Standing all alone is Andrew Colosimo looking for reinforcements. There's a shot there, and the save and squeeze by Nate Parsons. 3:05 to go, and a timeout called by West Seneca East.
Yeah, interesting. They're going to call it this early. But they do have the end zone face-off. I'd be shocked if they pulled their goalie this early.
Be the John Cooper strategy right there, pulling the goalie with 3 minutes left.
So it's an interesting decision. Apparently they might see a matchup that they like, or they're just doubting that they get an offensive zone face-off again here. You have to believe they'll keep the goaltender in the net. Although it looks like there are 5 players in that circle. So they must have some sort of play that they're really excited about to run in the offensive zone. The other thing, Alex, is a possibility is that they just wanted certain personnel to get a breather. If I had to guess, this is their number 1 line. Chance, though, as well for Coach Green to rest his best defensive players. So 3:05 to go. Trojans down by 1. Looking to equalize it on this faceoff.
They'll win the faceoff. They'll control it on the near side, on the far side. But the Billies now come up with possession. Sent off the boards. This is Szymanski with it. He'll look cross ice, try to get that putt to Podolak, and it'll squeak back down into the Billy zone. Works back to Szymanski. He'll swat it forward. And a nice poke check there. Trying to break through was Drew Beller, trying to see if he could create another scoring opportunity.
Keeping an eye on Dawson to see if they pull him. Now this is interesting. This is where I would have maybe possibly called my timeout. 2:25 in zone faceoff. Again, you can't make predictions. Looks like they're going to keep Dawson in the net.
Got to think when you're getting down to under like a minute 30 and you've got ozone possession, you're going to want to do it. We saw in the first game, I believe they pulled the goalie with about a minute to go. So
I always used to love to do it off the faceoff.
Well, they'll have to hold that thought as the Billies have possession in the offensive zone. And that one will be sent all the way down to the Billies zone. That was going to be icing 2:05 remaining in regulation.
Trojans got down 3-1 in this period. It's been the Billies' best of the game. They waited to have their best in the third, but they came back and scored. A ricochet goal by Battle makes this game 3-2.
There's a shot. Save made it. Puck ended up being loose. And Trojans tried to clear it out. Nobody was home on the near side to do so initially, and now they'll skate it out. This one off a skate, icing waved off. Will keep an eye on Dawson as the Trojans keep possession in the offensive zone. There's a howitzer there. That one is paddled and sent high out of the play on the shot by DJ Benker, the senior.
Both teams have used their timeout, so there's no timeout here. I'm a bit surprised that Dawson is still in this net. In zone face off. I would have pulled him, but
1:37 to go. So the face-off is won by West Seneca East. Puck deep in the zone. Dawson still standing in his net. And the Billies try to clear. I thought it went off the bench. We play on. West Seneca East trying to break out here. Behind the net. Jammed at it in front. It's stuck on the back of the net. Everybody jousting for position here. So we're coming up on a minute to go. Schaub dribbles as going to the net as the goalkeeper. And the save made there as Brody Dawson heads to the bench, and now West Seneca East has their extra attacker, 57.9 to go.
Okay, we'll see 6-on-5 hockey here, Alex. Again, both teams have used their timeouts, so you just got to rely on your personnel that they know what they need to do. If I'm West Seneca East, I got to get pucks to the net and crash it.
Sent into the corner. Ends up on the half wall, thrown on net. That one sails into the corner and sent back out to neutral ice. 40 seconds to go. West Seneca East trying to move quickly. They'll send it into the zone. And sent down. Nice catch. Nice catch like an infant. Oh! Big hit there. But a miss on the empty net by Szymanski as he laid a huge hit there at center. Missed the empty net though. This one not down. Here come the Trojans the other way. Lost the puck. Shot back towards the empty net. No dice. 15 seconds to go. It's dumped into the zone. 10 seconds left. It's sent back down. West Seneca East has to get back out again. 5 seconds and counting. And just taking that one into the corner. And that will do it. Williamsville South takes home the senior day victory. A 3-2 win for the Will South Billies, with a third period that they really kind of flipped the table from the start of the game.
Well, I said it at the beginning, Alex. Win a period, win a game, and that's exactly what the Williamsville South Billies did. They waited to the third period to be at their best, and they do it for their seniors. Congratulations to Coach Green going into the month of February with some nice momentum, beating the West Seneca East Trojans 3-2.
And they'll be right back in action right here tomorrow night at 5:15. They will play Hamburg tomorrow night. And then for West Seneca East, they will be hosting Iroquois Alden on February 6th as their next game. That one's set for 8:15. 3-2 is your final score here from the Northtown Center. Williamsville South taking this one. For Rick Crozier, I'm Alex Colsey, Mike Goodberry, our producer, Russ Battaglia, our cameraman. Thank you for watching Hockey Night in the Fed on the NFHS Network. We will see you next time.